Are Horned Ones any good in patch 6.3? Now that Horned Ones have been liberated from needing 2 buildings to recruit them, we can assess their value more fairly. I had come to see them as pretty good stuff, but we require a strong relevant baseline for the video on the blessed units to come. Recruited for 1500 gold and 375 upkeep, elite costs. On Ultra you get 48 entities and 7440 health between them. Armor comes at 100 with shields that block 30% of small arms fire. The health and armor are a step up. Leadership of 85 is certainly elite level, with speed 78 and charge speed 112 in current patch, substantially improved from other Cold One units, even the feral ones with no riders. Melee attack begins at 45 in current patch, with attack interval 4.5 being a bit slower than standard. There is no splash damage. Melee defense begins at 31, and while that's not nearly as high as the attack, is 3 better than either Cold One riders had. Weapon strength 60 is split base 19 and armor piercing 41. Charge bonus is 43, where 32 was the old figure, and mass is 1500 again. Like the Cold One riders, traits are hide in forest and causes fear. Predatory fighter and primal instincts are there too, and predatory senses sniffs out hiding and stealth units. In the redline skills, Swift Rider at 3 pips gives badly wanted speed plus 10% and weapon strength plus 8% is just nice. Soul Bound gives rank 7 and above, melee attack plus 5 and melee defense plus 5, and missile resistance plus 15%. In the tech tree, Sequence of the Hunt instantly gives melee attack plus 5 and weapon strength plus 10%, really good. Preternatural Swiftness adds plus 10% more speed of its own. Sequence of the Ferocity adds plus 10 charge bonus flat to them, and provides Strider, which strips them of terrain movement and combat penalties, and apparently fatigue movement penalties too, as in 2 speed. Enhanced Instincts slaps on plus 2 recruit rank. So how do I use the Horned Ones? I made this point in the last video I did on them, but it's worth doing so again. Even without a bonus versus large, this unit in unassisted form has 5 more melee attack against enemy cavalry and monstrous infantry and single entity monsters than Cold One Spear Riders, and only 2 less weapon strength against the same. So, despite not being specifically anti-large, being cavalry without means to brace, they basically outdo the anti-large version of the mid-cost tier, and dramatically outfight the base variant with 14 better melee attack against infantry and everything else for that matter. The speed increase also helps more than you'd think at first, and that goes up as discussed. Also, the increase to charge bonus is very nice. So, Horned Ones are better, and they're much more convenient to recruit nowadays. Sadly, for our power gamer purposes, they take time to recruit, but that's how it goes. It's not that the unit is bad in the slightest. Even with these stats, I wouldn't bang them against a spear unit, even non-armor piercing spears, if I can avoid it. I remember using Spear Marauders of Tzeentch in a Kairos army to stop a few of these cold, pardon the mild pun, while the rest of my force got its act together and wiped the floor with the rest of the army, but the spears weren't the ones to do the actual killing against them. Kairos and Final Transmutation solve a lot of problems, you see. Speaking of seeing, at least more than Kairos, the demo combats should show you how these crush a lot of stuff. They are good, they are better, and had better be because they do cost more. Take care, and have fun showing that horns make the lizard.